even the smallest act of kindness matters, and helping a neighbor in need may not seem like much to some, but it can go a long way.
We're spotlighting the efforts of Rebuilding Together of Greater Charlotte and how you can help repair, revitalize, and rebuild our Queen City community.
We're joined now by Executive Director of Rebuilding Together of Greater Charlotte, Beth Morrison. Good morning. Thank you for being here. We're talking about a program that you guys just launched, specifically that's women-led, and it's for women. Tell us a little bit about She Builds.
Yes, our She Builds program. We launched it last year, so this is our second year doing a big She Builds project. So it's the goal is to empower women to get more involved in the community, but also learn some home repair and maintenance skills. So that's super important to get more women involved. So this program is super special. We like to help other nonprofits with their spaces. So excited about this week.
Why is it important for women to not only feel empowered, but to be able to have independent skills of, even if it's just small little DIY things? You don't have to know how to build a whole house, but even just those little skills. Why is that so important?
Yeah, so we find that single moms and older women are especially more disproportionately impacted by substandard housing. So some of these just being, knowing how to use a drill, having a toolbox, things like that can help them prevent some of the deferred maintenance that turns into bigger things. So sometimes it's just feeling empowered. So a lot of times they come out to one of our projects and pick up a tool for the first time, and they leave at the end of the day empowered to then feel like they can do that in their own home. They don't necessarily have to call somebody, especially when money's tight. Tighten up that sink, fix that leak before it starts to ruin your floors.
There you go. And you guys are going to be rebuilding the Charlotte Bilingual Preschool June 11th to the 13th, and you still need volunteers. So if people are watching at home, they can get involved, right?
Absolutely. We have some volunteer spots open Wednesday and Thursday. Friday's all filled up, so hopefully we have the same with Wednesday and Thursday. Our website's rebuildingtogetherclt.org, and it lists the open shifts and what everybody will be doing.
Well, so if someone hears this and they're interested, like, hey, I think I'd like to do that, walk us through what they'll be doing here specifically for this bilingual preschool.
Yeah, so the best part about this is we get to go to a nonprofit that needs help, and we get to bring our construction expertise and all of our women power and manpower and all of our tools to help rebuild a space. So they tell us what they need. So one of the things is doing a mural. So we've partnered with a local artist, Julia Valle, to go in and do like a paint by numbers mural to brighten up the halls. We're going to do some painting, lots of landscaping, so tearing out some bushes and pressure washing, and basically just bring more life into the school to prepare for next school year.
Yeah, you don't need to know exactly what you're doing in order to join in on this.
No.
Yeah, if you have hands, you can rip out a bush. Yeah. See, even I can do that.
And it's a great way to get out some aggression.
There you go.
Oh, I like that. I can sort of relate this to when I was in high school and it went on my first Habitat for Humanity build. I didn't know how to do anything. I was the guy, hold the nail, hold the 2x4, let someone else do all that. I mean, it starts small, but the more you do, the more not only do you learn a skill, but man, no one wants to go through life alone. And so I would think, as you're learning a skill, you're also building like this female community and bond that probably when you need it most, that bond counts.
Exactly. Rebuilding Together started with neighbors helping neighbors. So, imagine more people empowered to then help their neighbor next door. The older woman who, maybe her husband died 10 years ago and she can't maintain her house anymore. So getting our Charlotte neighbors empowered to be able to help each other is a big part of this.
Beth, for you, you worked in the private sector. You went back to school to get into nonprofits. How much does it mean to you to be able to help women, to work for Rebuild, and to see this in Charlotte? How much does it mean to you? Because you decided to go back into this.
Yeah, it's awesome. There's nothing more tangible impact that you can have on, either helping a homeowner with these repairs that they could not do on their own, or having a mural done, and then the people in that facility coming by and seeing like, oh, somebody really cares to come and do this for us. So it's just super empowering, and I've never been bored a day in my life of this career.
There's always some good work to be done. Beth Morrison, thank you so much for joining us. Again, you can check out our website for volunteer spots. That project gets underway.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.